Good morning students. In last video lecture we studied syllabus and introduction of textbook. From this lecture I would like to explain the actual lesson from section 1 prose. Today we are going to discuss on first prose 1.1 being neighborly. Look at the title being neighborly. Here the spelling neighborly. What do you think? Something is missed? Yes? Yes. Actually, American spelling of neighborly is Neigghbourly. But here only Neightbourly. So first of all I would like to explain the title and I would like to explain why its spelling is different. American spelling of neighborly in British is that Neightbourly. That's why here the spelling is different. Let's see the icebreakers of this prose. Read the following statement and mark those that apply to you. Here are some important points which is related to our life. So you just tick mark or you can write some important points which is related to you, which apply to you. First one is that I make friends easily. If you have, you can just tick mark. If not, forget it. Next one, I wish to be friends with someone, but my friendship is rejected. Is it apply to you? If yes, you can just tick. If not, go forward. Someone has extended a hand of friendship. Someone has extended a hand of friendship towards me and I have not accepted it. Next one, I have a large group of friends but no best buddy. Next one, I have a small group of close friends and have no wish to interact with anyone else. Next one, I have cordial relationship with all but I cannot connect with anyone. Which point you can apply, which sentence, which statements you can apply with you can just tick. If not, just think about that, why you are not applying that. Next one, complete the following web diagram. Here the diagram is given here. Friendship to me means friendship with me means what actually? If someone became your best friend, why they became your best friend, you have to just complete the web. Here two important points given. First one, having long conversation. If you friendship with me, I have lot of topic of conversations. As a friend, I'll discuss more things, any topic. I can continuously with long conversations with you. If you can apply it, you can write. If not, you can write other related points regarding your friendship. Next one, giving and receiving gifts. Friendship to me means giving and receiving gift. So other remaining 4 points you have to complete the web. Next one, if you see someone lonely or sad, you will. If you see someone lonely or sad, you will. What you will do if your friend is lonely? If you see in college unknown person, unknown friend, what you have to do? You can write your own your personal response. You have to write here. So this is icebreakers. Now let's see the actual story. Before start the story, I would like to explain more about writer. Lucia May Alcott, born in 1832 and passed away in 1888. An American writer in the mid of late 19th century is considered to be one of the earliest feminist writer. Feminist means female writers. She is well-known American English writer in American literature, and she is popular from feminist writers. Feminist means female writers. Out of the several books, she wrote her series beginning with Little Women has been hugely popular among the masses and critics alike for a century and a half. Her simple style and lively characters have left a mark and influenced generations of children and adults alike. The setting of her book is the suburb of Boston. Her worldview is wholesome and full of believable and charming characters which captivates the readers. The following extract is from Little Women, first published in 1868. This prescribed lesson, being neighborly, is taken from Little Women, which was published in 1868. This is the story of four sisters such as Meg, Jo, Beth and Amy. There are four sisters in this story. So these are the four major characters in the story. Afterwards I will explain the characters. Four sisters, Meg, Jo, Beth and Amy, and their friend Laurie. Their wise and loving parents of modest means, living in a suburb of city in the east coast of America, has caught the imagination of generations of readers, young and old alike. Each character is real and distinctive. We remain firmly with the sisters through all their struggles, conflicts, triumphs and joys. It serves as a guiding light to us in all the phases of our lives. The extract affords us a tantalizing glimpse into the book and narrates the beginning of a lifelong friendship between Jo, the brightest and liveliest of the four sisters, and Laurie, their wealthy new neighbor. The March girls and Laurie became best buddies and much more as the book progresses. So this is the short introductions of the story. Now I would like to explain here the short story. I can't read the whole lesson, you can read from the text, but I will explain here the main characters of the stories and brief short story of the prose. Look at the first character. According to the characterizations, first character is that Josephine March, the protagonist of the novel and second oldest March sister. Jo, who wants to be a writer, is based on Lucia May Alcott herself, which makes the story semi-autobiographical. Jo has a temper and a quick tongue, although she works hard to control both. She is a tomboy and reacts with impatience to many imitations placed on women and girls. Second character of the story is that Meg March. Meg March is the oldest March sister. She is responsible and kind. She has a small weakness for luxury and leisure, but the greater part of her is She is gentle, loving, and morally vigorous. Next character is that Beth March. According to the Beth March, the third March daughter, Beth is very quiet and very virtuous. She does nothing but tries to please others. She orders music and plays the piano very well. So this is the character of Beth March. And next character is that Ame March. Ame March, she is the youngest March girl. Ame is an artist who adores visual beauty and has a weakness for pretty positions. She is given to fits of temper and vanity, but she does attempts to improve herself. Next character is that Laurie Lawrence, the rich boy who lives next door to the March family, means neighbor of the March family, neighbor of the four sisters. Laurie, whose real name is Theodore Lawrence, he is charming, clever, and has a good heart. Next character is that Mr. Lawrence, Laurie's grandfather and the March's next door neighbor, means another neighbor of March families. He seems gruff, but he is loving and kind. Next character of the story is that Mommy, the March girl's mother. Mommy is the moral role model for her girls. She counsels them through all of their problems and works hard. Her husband is at war. Next character of the story is that Mr. March, the March girl's father and Marmy's husband. He serves in the Union Army as a chaplain. Next character is that the Hamels, a family that lives near the Marches. The Hamels are poor and in bad health, means he was a weak, physically unfit. Next character of the story is that Aunt March, a rich widow and one of the March girl's aunts. Although irritated and difficult, she loves her nieces and wants to best of them. So this is the story, these are the major characters of the story. Now here I would like to explain the short story. You have to read the lessons due to the characterizations, and according to the story I would like to explain here the short story. Just listen. This is the story of four girls and their neighbors. It's a snow day and Joe decided to go out and dig paths in the snow. The March's house, a small bronze shabby dwelling which lost its summer greenery. It was separated by a low hedge from Mr. Lawrence's large stone mansion. She saw Laurie sitting near one of the She saw Laurie sitting near one of the windows on the second floor. Joe felt sorry for the poor lonely boy. She threw a snowball at the window. Grabbing Laurie's attention, Laurie admitted that he had been sick with a cold and he invited Joe to come over. Joe arrived soon after with an armful of offering for Laurie, a plate of blancmange, a kind of custard from Meg, and the kittens from Beth. Joe straightened up Laurie's quarter and offered to read out loud to Laurie. Laurie begged her to talk to him, and Joe told him about her family. Laurie revealed that he sometimes spied one of the March family, but Joe saw that he only did it because he was orphaned. His parents died when he was young, that's why he was orphaned. So he was now with his grandfather and felt lonesome. Laurie stepped out momentarily to see his doctor, and while he glad while he glad while he had gone, Mr. Lawrence's grandpa came in and surprised Joe. Joe told him that she felt Laurie needed to spend more time around kids of his own age. Mr. Lawrence invited Joe to tea. As he saw Joe and Laurie chatter, Mr. Lawrence realized that there might be some truth to what Joe had told him. Joe revealed that Laurie said he had been grateful for the medicine Mrs. March had spent over, and Meg remarked that Laurie was paying Joe a compliment. Joe is flustered and chided Meg for being sentimental. Realized that there might be some truth what Joe had told him. Joe revealed that Laurie said he had been grateful for the medicine Mrs. March had sent over, and Meg remarked that Laurie was paying Joe as a compliment. Joe is flustered and chides Meg for being sentimental when all they wanted to do was befriend Laurie. Mrs. March gave Joe permission to invite Laurie over to their house. So this is the short story, short explanations of this story. You can read the whole lesson. Then if you have any queries, any doubts, please ask me. My mobile number already given to your group. So this is the short story of four sisters being neighborly. According to this story, the moral of the story is that we unable to live our life lonely or separately. So we need to live in society, and while living in the society with social members, we need a good member of the society and be a good neighbor of our society. If you are good, obviously people behave with us politely and good. So that is the story of being neighborly. Thank you.